Check one, check two, Blake. We are here, we are live. It is downtown Orlando, WrestleBrawl 6, an event. Over 1 year, 6 years in the making, downtown Orlando, the event that no building could
Timothy,
contain.
the biggest event on the vintage calendar each and every year is WrestleBrawl. Over the last 12 months, we've seen feuds, we've seen friendships, we've seen partnerships become unraveled. And tonight here in downtown Orlando, we're going to see it all come to a head. And the one we're talking about, Francisco Chiazzo and Simon Says, hooking it up for that vintage heavyweight title. But in addition, Timothy, 8 more great matches, 3 championships in total to be decided tonight. And this one right here, this isn't just going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be an all-out war.
And his opponents, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Mr. Milo Beasley.
Well, Blake, I am willing to bet that these two individuals are going to kick the living shit out of each other.
And if you take a look on Beasley's face, looking very focused, very determined. One last look to Mr. Milo Beasley, because it's about to be fight time. Beasley hits the ring. Referee calls for the bell. Timothy, WrestleBrawl 6 is taking off with a bang.
6 years I have seen or been a part of WrestleBrawl, and I have never seen it open up with a street fight like this. There are tables around the ring, ladders, chairs, stop signs, guardrails. I've seen it all. These guys are going to pull out all the stops here tonight.
As Sean Flash is pointing out, won't count anywhere in this contest, all over downtown Orlando. This thing could end up at the Amway Center.
Absolutely, they're already on the street here in downtown Orlando, Washington Street. I'm telling you what, if their skulls crack off the pavement, blood will be
And we know
flowing.
Beasley hails from a dumpster near you. Mike Cruz coming to us obviously from New York, but again, he's not very well versed in the street fighting style. He does know how to brawl. He's a typical kind of high flyer, but when it comes to this kind of atmosphere, Timothy, you might think it favors Beasley.
Absolutely, and you see Beasley throwing big hard rights and lefts and knees to the skull of Cruz.
Milo sucks! Milo sucks!
And you gotta wonder, will that get big swanton bomb factor in all in this match for Mike Cruz, with pinfalls counting everywhere, and Beasley with that knife edge chop here right up against the railing, and this one quickly spilling to the outside. Milo Beasley, a 16-year veteran in the sport, while Mike Cruz in only his 8th year of competition. You gotta think that's gonna favor Beasley, but these two, no love lost in this situation, as Mike Cruz didn't even bring the tights for this one, Timothy. He brought his warfare.
Absolutely, and you can already see the welts on the back of Mike Cruz, the real deal, getting pummeled right now as his skull goes right across that
Capacity crowd filling up here in downtown Orlando. Orange Avenue has been shut down. Washington Street shut down. It is all for WrestleBrawl 6, the biggest event on the vintage calendar. And once again, Timothy, what a way for General Manager Big Pete Cannon and his assistant Brian Rubright to kick.
Wait a minute, Blake. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Milo's got a
And
table
it looks
over
like
there.
the wood has come out early before Billy Wood makes his appearance later on with the tag team champions.
Let's hope Billy Wood doesn't get a microphone.
And Mike Cruz now, he's back to his feet on the outside. Remember, pinfalls count anywhere here. This one, literally anything goes. And then knife edge chop right through downtown Orlando.
Absolutely, the crowd, everyone here in attendance felt that chop across his chest. And now Cruz setting up a ladder. This is not a ladder match, Blake. This is not a table match. This is a street
Mike Cruz
fight.
does have experience in ladder matches. You go back to last May at Gold Rush, our show, where it was for the internet television title vacant there between him and Jason Falcone. And that baseball slide's going to send Cruz down. Beasley's getting the crowd behind him here. Keep your eyes on Milo Beasley.
Milo's about to do something
He
dumb.
can fly, and he goes for the suicide dive to the outside, and he eats the steel of that ladder.
Absolutely, not only did he eat the steel of the ladder, Blake, but there is no padding around this ring. When he came out of there, he landed hard on that concrete.
We're not in our usual home of the downtown rec center. We are here on the streets of Orlando. What a better way to kick off WrestleBrawl with this street fight. No love lost here between these two men. Timothy, this one goes back about 6 or 7 months. You can take it back to Summer Bash when Mike Cruz cost Milo Beasley his heavyweight title.
Absolutely, and now Beasley looks like he would never win a heavyweight title as he lays flat on the mat. And now
Cruz looks like he's got some plunder. And the stop sign's making an appearance. And Beasley's gonna cut him off here.
Look at the welts on Cruz's back. These guys laying a beating on it, a big right hand by Cruz, right to the kisser of
And
Milo
Timothy, if
Beasley.
you remember the last time these two were in a vintage wrestling ring, it was on opposite sides in another fight back at Survival Games during that War Games match. These two on opposite sides!
Oh! Skull first into that stop
And Mike Cruz has taken complete advantage here, ramming Milo's head right into that stop sign. Timothy, the real deal certainly has the advantage thus far.
These two guys setting the tone for the entire night here at WrestleBrawl 6. Unbelievable that we are opening up an Orlando street fight. These two competitors beating the holy hell out of one
And
another.
Mike Cruz, of course, you can go back to Hurricane Havoc in August, interfered in that matchup, costing Milo Beasley a chance to regain that heavyweight title when he went one-on-one with the current champion, the King of Florida, Francisco Chiazzo. And then you can go back to the Florida Rumble as well, just 1 month later in September, when Mike Cruz was eliminated by Milo Beasley. The referees didn't see it, and that nearly allowed Mike Cruz to walk away with the win.
We want blood!
Absolutely. You think back to when we had Hurricane and the blood that was spilled inside that cage and the way these two competitors went after one another. I don't know when this rivalry will ever end. Is a street fight enough? But one of these guys walk out of here and leave the other one down for the rest of his vintage wrestling.
Well, Timothy, we're about 6 or 7 minutes into this matchup, and I don't believe you've seen any pinfalls attempted thus far. These two literally just trying to take every part out of the other.
Absolutely. We're not looking for headlocks, arm bars, and wrist locks. No, not as Mike Cruz brings in a steel
The first
chair.
appearance of a chair here. He's going to wedge it in between that top and middle turnbuckle. Certainly a precarious situation for Milo Beasley to be in.
Blake, look at the crowd here in downtown Orlando. Everyone's on their feet. This is what vintage wrestling is all
And the fans
about.
continue to file in here even after the opening bell. As Mike Cruz laying into Milo Beasley. Again, no love lost between these two as they're just literally trying to rip each other apart.
And did you see the arrogance on the real deal's face? That cute little smirk, that new arrogance, that new attitude. And guess what? The smirk just got whipped right off his face as that smirk went right into a
And
steel
Mike
chair.
Cruz, his plan backfires right there as Beasley's going to send him into that steel chair.
First cover.
Leg 1-2. And as you said, Timothy, your first near fall of this one, only going to get a 2 count. For Milo Beasley, of course, a former 2-time vintage champion, 2-time internet television champion, and a former tag team champion.
I don't see that cockiness and that arrogance on the face of Mike Cruz right now as he's got that boot jammed into the kisser as he lays there on the mat.
And you wonder, with all that Mike Cruz has done to Milo Beasley, costing him that heavyweight title, turning his back on his former friend. Here comes Beasley, charges in, and there's the sliding D in the corner.
Wow! Right in the chin. That was Mike Tyson-esque.
Timothy, if you notice, he doesn't go immediately for the cover. He's going to get back in, rolls him over, and only gets a near fall. And you think if he would have jumped on him right away, Beasley might have put him down.
And kicking him like a hated dog.
But if you look at everything that Mike Cruz has done again over to Milo Beasley over the last 6 or 7 months, maybe he bit off more than he can chew, as Beasley here looking as focused as ever.
Look at the welts on the chest of Beasley. Cruz making his way back up. Wait a minute, DDT possibly coming here on the stop
Puts him in
sign.
position. Beasley's got him, picks him up, goes for the vertical suplex. Cruz puts on the brakes, kicks him in the midsection. Full arm dragon twist, he's got him here, belly to back suplex on its way, and he's gonna go right over the stop sign.
And there's the arrogance and cockiness of the real deal Mike Cruz once again as he kips up after laying Beasley flat on that
And
steel
Timothy,
stop
we've
sign.
seen this many times in the past, not once, not twice, but Mike Cruz is gonna take it to a whole nother level. And drops the knee for the 3rd time right in the kisser. 1, 2, and a near fall. Mike Cruz and Milo Beasley bringing it here today in downtown Orlando. What a way once again to kick off WrestleBrawl.
And now Beasley back on the outside.
Cruz has that ladder. He's gonna bring it into the ring. We could be getting in some dangerous territory right here. As Beasley's laid out, Cruz, he's going to ascend to that top rope. He could be going for that get big swanton bomb. Beasley gets up, and he throws the stop sign. And he pastes Cruz right across the head with it. And Mike Cruz is dazed. This is the opening Beasley might have needed. He's going to put him in position. Milo Beasley looking to once again to ascend the ladder of vintage wrestling. And he might ascend the ladder here to take out Mike Cruz.
Big right hand by Beasley.
And another one just pops him right on the top of the head. Will the third time be a charm? Beasley's up top. Here he goes.
I don't know if I want to
Could he be
witness
going
this.
for a super Frankensteiner? He's all the way up there. And he does it right on the ladder. You've got to be kidding me. Beasley rolls him over. 1, 2, oh.
That'll do it. No. Kicked out at
And 2 3/4, Timothy. I thought that might do it, but Mike Cruz's back might be shattered into 1,000 pieces.
Unbelievable. This is the type of action you can expect from vintage wrestling. WrestleBrawl 6, the biggest event of the year, kicking off here with an Orlando street fight right in the heart of downtown Orlando.
Beasley sets that ladder up in the corner. Mike Cruz trying to get back to a vertical base. This could be the opening Milo Beasley needs to take out the real deal.
Steel chair in hand.
He's got him.
Steel
Oh,
chair
he
in
goes
hand.
to the home run swing, and there's a German suplex by Mike Cruz. But Timothy, look at the strength here. Cruz, he's going to hold on. He's going to roll with it. Could the third time be a charm?
Wait a minute. Cruz
He
is
can't
hiding
do
the
this.
ladder.
He can't do this.
Don't do it.
He's
kid.
going for a third German suplex right into that ladder. Beasley puts on the brakes.
Beasley,
Standing switch. He goes for the discus forearm. He charges in. And the belly to back right into the ladder.
Unbelievable.
Milo Beasley is taken out. Mike Cruz is down. This street fight is absolutely taking out both men.
The referee doesn't know what to do. Both men can't be counted. This is a street fight. There's only one way to win, by pinfall or submission. No disqualifications, no double countouts. It doesn't matter who both men are on the mat. There has to be a victor here.
And Timothy on the outside, we saw that table set up before the match. It must have been for a reason. Mike Cruz is looks like he's gonna close that table. He might be bringing it into the ring. As Milo Beasley, certainly not in the position he wants to be in.
Cruz having a hard time getting that table inside. Where's he looking to set it up? Wait a minute. No.
Timothy, is he? I thought he was gonna drink that table.
It's coming in. That table's coming in.
And Mike Cruz there with a table that already looks like it's been battered a little bit. Mike Cruz trying to set up that table, and he goes back to the well one more time, stomping away on Beasley, making sure he's down while he sets this thing up.
I knew these two guys were going to set the tone for the night. They have done nothing but beat the hell out of one another. Welts on the chest and back of both men. And now Cruz setting up this table. I have no idea what he plans to do here, but I'm sure it will.
Well, Timothy, by the looks of the positioning of the table, he very well could be setting this up for a get big swanton bomb right through it.
And I love the new demeanor of Cruz, how he throws that ladder on Milo Beasley like he's a piece of
He's got this
trash.
other ladder here, this newer, much larger ladder. That ladder's got to be close to 10 feet in the air. As Cruz again pounding away on Beasley with the stomps to the midsection.
Big right hand by
And
Cruz.
Cruz, he's gonna hit the ropes. He's gonna charge in, and Beasley throws that shoulder right into the midsection. That could be the opening Beasley needs. Oh! Right through the table!
Through the table on the outside. Nothing to break his fall, but a hardwood table and a concrete
So
ring.
Karma rearing its head here in this opening contest. Mike Cruz has the table set up on one side, while there is already one set up on the opposite side, and Milo Beasley with the big back body drop right through it. And it looks like there was a near fall. We're going to try to call the action as best we can, folks, as this one is spilling all around downtown Orlando.
You could hear the crowd erupt as Cruz just went through that table, something that downtown Orlando has never seen
So
before.
Beasley looks to be back in control. Timothy, is this the opening Beasley needs to take out the human highlight reel, Mike Cruz?
Blake, I'll be surprised if both of these men make it back to the locker room. Whether there's a winner or not, both of these men are going to pay the price for this contest.
And there's
here
visible
tonight.
damage on both of these competitors' bodies. It's been nearly 15 minutes of back and forth, hard-hitting action to kick off WrestleBrawl 6. Beasley's up top. He's perched up there. He goes for the missile drop kick. Nobody home.
Unbelievable. The crowd here in downtown Orlando on their feet.
Oh!
Some of the best action that vintage wrestling has.
And there's the discus forearm, sending the chair right back into the face of Cruz. His plan seemingly backfired. He rolls over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, go! And Timothy, I thought that was it. What is left in both of these competitors to possibly close out this street fight?
They are both paying the price for pride here tonight.
As Milo crawling back to his feet. And it looks like,
Milo, wait a minute.
is he taking off that elbow pad?
He's taking off the elbow.
Could be setting up for that sliding D. That roaring elbow of his that he learned in Japan during his tour over there. He goes for it, and he's getting.
Big kick to the
He eats the boot of Cruz with that super kick. Timothy, both men are down. This street fight hanging in the balance here.
I don't know how hungry Milo Beasley was, but you hit the nail on the head, Blake. He ate Cruz's.
So we've seen a couple of chances from Beasley getting the near fall. Now Cruz gets a near fall here. These two back and forth action in our first vintage match of 2015, already setting the pace.
Unbelievable. The fans here in attendance are nothing but impressed. A lot of these fans here in downtown Orlando witnessing this.
And Beasley challenges Cruz, and he smacks him right across the head with a chair. Certainly not showing any signs of friendship right there, as that's long in the past. Beasley's laid completely out.
Beasley's out cold. Beasley's out cold.
Cruz is going to put him on that table. Timothy, could he possibly go up and ascend that ladder and come down through that table?
I think at some point the referee's just got to put an end to this entire
He needs to
thing.
use his discretion here.
Beasley's out cold. Milo Beasley's not moving. Wait a minute.
Beasley's trying to crawl back to his feet. Look at the heart and will of Milo Beasley trying to get back up. And Mike Cruz, look at the frustration on his
He says,
face.
"Not today." 2 chair shots to
And
the
Timothy,
skull.
6 months ago, Mike Cruz would have already let Beasley up. He wouldn't have let it go this far. But Mike Cruz is showing that change of attitude. He's showing he's on a whole different level. And he's about to go to a whole nother
He's gotta be
level.
20 feet in
He's
the air.
all the way up there. Cruz, here he goes, get big. And the swanton, the table doesn't even break.
He's going
He
again,
wants it one
Blake.
more time.
He's going again.
Mike Cruz. Timothy, I don't think I've ever seen him this determined. I don't think I've ever seen Mike Cruz with this kind of attitude. He's up there, and he misses again. But it looks like the momentum takes Beasley to the table. 1, 2, 3, and Mike Cruz has knocked off Milo Beasley.
Unbelievable.
So Timothy, after nearly 6 months of build-up, these two finally have their one-on-one match. There are no rules. It is a street fight, and it took every last ounce of energy in Mike Cruz. It took 2 get big swanton bombs through a table to dispatch Milo Beasley. What a fight we just saw here in downtown Orlando.
Absolutely, Blake. That was not a wrestling match that we just witnessed, Blake. That was a fight. Both of those guys, listen, you may not be a fan of Mike Cruz's new attitude, but you gotta give him props for the display of quality action he put on here.
And Timothy, you don't even have to look just in the ring to see the damage. Look at the bodies of Mike Cruz and Milo Beasley. These two are both going to need medical attention. This match took an immense out of both of these individuals.